What up, YouTube? Y'all hear that? That's a beautiful sound right there. That's the sound of a fully functioning APU. Battery holding at about 13.6, 13.7. Even the vents in the front blowing cold, boy. Woo! Let me let y'all hear it right here. Look at look. Woo! I feel it. Woo! Yeah! That's what I'm talking about. Alright, let me turn this down. Stop being ignorant. Act like I ain't never had nothing before. Alright. So it's fixed. My APU is fixed. And I am good to go moving forward. Pretty much what the issue ended up being, I hope you guys can hear me good. I'm gonna get a saying, I promise. What ended up being the issue was a belt on the alternator, or the belt on the alternator snapped. It had wore off. It had broke, whatever you want to call it. And from what the mechanic had told me, it had been worn out. It was brittle, like it, you know what I'm saying. And the reason for that was the way this truck is built. The APUs, I guess it's a preference really, because I've seen APUs on the driver's side. I've seen APUs on the passenger side, but it just so happened that my APU is on the passenger side of my truck, and because of that, the exhaust is also on the side. So because of that, the exhaust is blowing directly onto my APU, and what that is doing is that all that heat wore the belt out. So that was the diagnostic from the shout out to the guy at the Fontana, California Thermo King. He's cool as hell. I didn't even get his name. I should have got his name. Shout out to everybody at the Thermo King, man. I was reading the reviews on that joint, and people were saying that the reviews was, the reviews were saying that it was horrible and they nasty to you and all that. The only thing that, kind of caught me off guard was when I walked in and, you got to have a mask on for service, but that's everywhere. But besides that, the girl on the inside, nice, you know what I mean? The mechanics was cool. But then again, when you not paying for the repair, you really don't care, you know what I'm saying? Like, you chilling, you know what I mean? Like, when you understand how stuff works out here, every once in a while you just gonna lose a day, or you're gonna lose some miles because of a breakdown. But I'd much rather lose some miles and be on a comfortable truck than, keep running and yeah, my money coming in, but I'm uncomfortable on this truck. You dig what I'm saying? So it ended up coming up to like $310. They charged like $200 something an hour, and it was an hour and a half job. I'm sure the belt was inexpensive, probably no more than 10-15 bucks, but the labor is where they got it. So yet another reason I'm glad I'm not leasing as of right now, because that shit adds up, man. $310 is not a little bit of money, and as a company driver, yeah, I may lose some miles, I may lose some money that way, but I don't have to spend any money, you know what I mean? Like, it's a fresh week for me. I thought the $500 that I made, the 500 miles that I did yesterday would have gone, I could have brought it over to this week, but that was the last load I did as a salary driver. So they was like, nah, B, we know you ain't turning your paperwork in on time, but we still gonna put that on the salary. I said, okay, I started to get upset, but I was like, whatever, man. It's a fresh week, it's Wednesday. Pay period don't go in until Tuesday at noon, so I still got some time to put some type of miles down. If it ended up being a short week, like I said, 2,000 miles is $1,400. 2,500 miles is like 17. You know what I mean? And I'm not really too mad at it. I'm not upset at that at all. You know what I mean? So we'll see what happens. It's still early. But besides that, man, yeah, man, it's just, again, like I was saying in my live feed, kind of. If something is wrong with your truck, man, don't be afraid to put your foot down and be like, look, man, this shit need to be fixed. You know what I mean? Like, drivers are supposed to be the top priority. It may not always seem like we are, but we the top priority to make this whole thing go. So make sure that your company is taking care of your well-being, man. I'm not asking, don't ask for no special privilege or no shit like that, anything you don't deserve, but just some simple stuff as far as, being comfortable out here and, making sure that your truck is good and you're comfortable, your APU is working. That's a no-brainer, man. It's not even a conversation, you know what I mean? So that's what it is. APU got fixed. I pulled into this place at I think it was like 7:30, and I want to say it's like 2 o'clock now. Hold on, let me go look. Yeah, so it's like 2:30 now. So I might get a late pickup today, or I may start heading towards somewhere I'm supposed to pick up tomorrow. I don't know. We'll see how I go. But besides that, yeah, that was today. Pretty uneventful. Got fixed, and I'm cool, man. I'm definitely cool. I'm glad the truck is working. To all the people that was asking or saying they was having similar problems, you might want to look into it, man. If your truck, if you're losing power overnight on your inverter, and you have an APU, 9 times out of 10, it may be something with your alternator. But there is an issue. It's not something that's normal. I know a lot of people was trying to make it seem like that was just a normal thing. The only time, from what I was told, that it's normal for the inverter to lose power while the truck on the truck overnight is if you don't have an APU and you leave the truck off. You know what I'm saying? So, but you would, yeah. So like if your inverter is losing power, I'm trying to remember correctly. Yeah, because it's draining off the battery, or it may be something wrong with your, I think he said like your truck. I don't want to mess it up. I don't want to mess up the information. Anyways, if you have an APU and your shit is draining overnight, it's something wrong with your APU, whether it's the alternator or something relating to that, where the power is running off the battery and it's draining the battery. But if you don't have an APU and it's doing it, I can't remember exactly what he said, and I don't want to misquote and put out bad information because they'll kill me in the comments or in their little hate groups. So whatever, Google it. I'm sorry, but as always, yeah, my shit, yeah, it's 13.8 now. So I'm cool, man. I'm good. Ready to run, ready to start taking on this 70 cent a mile. And shout out to everybody who trying to make me fail before I even get started, man. I really appreciate y'all, man. Even though, I'm not really doing it for y'all say so or not, but it's just nice to see that people still don't believe in me. And I appreciate that, man. It's cool, man. I'm out here. I'm going to do what I'm going to do. Whether I pass or fail at life, I'm going to keep trying. I'm going to always be optimistic about my situation. I'm never just going to be, I did that whole, negative Nancy down, oh, woe is me. Like, bro, it's simple, man. You come out here, you drive the truck, and you make money. It's not much harder than that. You don't make excuses like I was doing. You don't do none of that shit. You put your foot down when it's time to put your foot down, but you come out here to drive the truck. Working for these Russians or whatever their ethnicity is. I'm getting better at that word. They about the money, period. If you understand that, then you know what it is. You know what it is. If you know that all they care about is getting a load to and from, then that's just what type of mindset you got to be on. Period. You don't like it, go somewhere else. Everybody's saying, "Oh, you working for another." I work for somebody out of Chicago. Well, that was you, man. Maybe you need to go be home and be local. Maybe you need to go find a nice, easygoing job. But this for the runners. This for the go-getters. You know what I'm saying? Like Skim D said, like this ain't the perfect company in the world, but guess what? The bread is here. The bread is here, man. If you making 70 cents a mile and not making at least $1,800 a week, it's not the company fault. It's not. And I done had way too many. I done seen too many settlements. Like that's the difference between with this company and with other companies I've went to. I've seen multiple settlements from at least 5 different drivers at this point. Let me count. 1, 2, 3, 4 drivers. Let me not speak incorrectly. I've seen multiple settlements from 4 different drivers from this company from pre-COVID and during COVID, and I haven't seen anything under $1,500. Haven't seen it, and pre-COVID, I rarely saw anything under $1,700 unless they was going home or some crazy happened. So, whatever, man. It is what it is. I'm not up here to prove nothing to nobody. but I don't want people to get discouraged by what they see in the comments of my videos, so I have to address it so that those people know, fuck them niggas, straight up and down, man. We ain't up here, I'm not for the fuck around no more. I'm not local Jay, I'm not feeling sorry for myself Jay. I stand on everything I say because I done been through it, I done lived it, I went through my mistakes, and I'm back. You feel what I'm saying? So fuck them niggas that just gonna talk shit just to talk shit. Fuck them niggas that just be about negative shit and want to down you before you even get started. Just fuck anybody that's against you or what you stand for, man. Fuck them. Because guess what? They still here. So they talking all that shit, but they still here watching. So fuck them. I hope you enjoy the show. We're going to get to this money. We're going to change our lives. We're going to lose this weight. I don't care how many times I done said it. I'm going to keep saying it until it happens. Because you got to keep speaking what you want to manifest. And if you don't do that, then what you going to do? Just give up and die? Nah, I'm not going to be that guy, man. But as always, you already know what it is, man. My energy on 1,000 right now. Stay safe, stay positive, stay productive. God Family Trucking. Let me turn this up one more time for the haters, man. We're going to blow y'all away. Pause.